and welcome to another episode of Smooth Talk. I'm your host, JJ Robinson, and this is the show where we get to talk to people here on campus that are involved in different clubs, organizations, and sports. Today, my good friend Jon Sape is joining me. John, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great, JJ.
Glad you can join me today.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. Long-time listener, first-time caller, and I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. So, Jon Sape, I've known you for 2 years now. I met you when I moved in last year, freshman year. And you've been everywhere pretty much. You've been a really big stepping stone for me, helping me get my footing here at Cal, especially here within CUTV in general. I want to know, what is CUTV? I know, obviously, but what do people need to know about CUTV?
Oh, that's a great question. CUTV is an organization here on campus involved with all sorts of media coverage. We cover primarily sports. It's been focused on sports for a long time, where there used to be a lot of not only the college sports here, the athletics involved with the Cal U campus, but also high school sports for a long, long time. But as we've gone along, it's been heavily focused on all college athletics here at Cal U. So anything from volleyball, football, soccer, baseball, softball, basketball, swimming, tennis, you name it, we've done it. And so we've done a lot of that, and we've branched off into a lot of other things. We've done studio shows like this. We've done other talk shows. We've done other all sorts of type of different media involving not just sports, but just entertainment as well. And that's really what CUTV is all about.
Well, that's amazing. I'm very, of course, heavily involved with the TV side of things. I do sports broadcasting. I do, obviously, Smooth Talk, the studio shows. There's been a whole bunch of different things that, of course, even in this just specific area that have been done here at CUTV. And I'm just glad my show's also one of them to be added to the long catalog of shows.
Absolutely. I mean, there's over the course of the years, there's been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different shows that have been passed out through here. So hopefully it's one of the better ones.
And at one time you had a TV show, didn't you?
Yeah.
Under the name of High School Roundup. It was describe High School Roundup to us.
It was a show involved talking about local high school football sports, just like going over scores from the previous game week, going over the upcoming game week, talking about some of the key matchups, looking at some standings, just and in general, just talking about the best high school sports and high school football specifically in the area. And
there's a picture of Jon Sape. He's very involved here at campus. This picture was actually taken by the executive producer Nate Kurtz at a tennis match. It's a little picture of Jon Sape, the best one I could find.
We try to go out there and see everything. I like tennis, and sometimes with our schedule, it's hard to go out and watch some sports like that, just because it's usually at random hours of the day on very weird days of the week. So sometimes it's not super easy to get out there and be able to see all of the athletes and all of the sports that we have here on campus. So sometimes when we have time, it's nice to just go out and watch for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure that tennis has a match at Clarion today at like 5 o'clock. Their schedule's weird, but you know what? We support them. They're part of Cal. What else are you involved here on campus? I know for sure you're involved with the theater. We've talked to Brian about theater. What else do you do, though?
I'm involved with theater. I'm involved technically with the TV and the radio and the newspaper, just producing content and being on air for that. I am involved with theater. I've been participating in shows. I'm part of University Players, which is like the theater club. And I'm also involved with the play selection committee, so I'm involved with choosing the upcoming shows for the theater department, and I enjoy a lot about the stuff that I do. I have a lot of fun.
That's amazing, Mr. Big Man on campus. We actually refer to him as Mr. President, as he is the president of CUTV, which is the main reason I wanted to have you on the show today.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, it was a title that I got somehow. I've been here I started doing work here my second year on campus, and I've been here for a while. I've been able to watch a lot of people do some stuff, and have learned a lot, and through that, got a lot involved with leadership and things like that. So I've been able to not only watch a lot, but also grow and mature and be a responsible person, and been able to become the president and been able to do a lot of fun things.
Well, that's just amazing. And you said you were on the board for selecting new plays?
Yes, so it's the play selection committee. There's a group, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 people where a lot of people have throw ideas about what type of shows, musicals, and plays that they want to put on here, and then you go through, everyone suggests their own ideas, and then some of the best ones, you put it together, you go through, talk about why this would be good or bad, talk about like how realistic it is to approach that, how many people you would need, what type of show it would require, like the budgeting, the how, like what kind of music you would need, things like that, and some of the content involved with it. So it takes a lot, not only just in terms of money, but also like a lot of forethought and planning and preparation and going into what the next show would be in an upcoming selection, because it takes a while. Like the shows that we selected for next year, next fall, next spring, we just got to finalize and approve, but we've been talking about and planning to select them for the past 4 months, 5 months. There's been a lot of talking and figuring out and narrowing down all of the options, and we just now have been able to finalize the shows. So it's a long and grueling task, but it's fun.
That's incredible that you were able to be that involved with 2 different clubs, of course, being president of TV and being on the board to select and plan out the other plays and musicals that happen here on campus.
It's a lot, but it's and it takes a lot of time, and sometimes it like either one takes more away from the other, which is difficult because I like to be everywhere all of the time, all at once. But
Trust me, I know.
It's just not possible. But it is. It's fun, and I think that it's an experience that I've never been able to have before, and that being here has allowed me to have. And I think that I wouldn't trade it for anything else. But it's not. It definitely isn't easy. It definitely isn't easy.
I wouldn't expect it to be with all that you do. Is there anything else that you want us to know about you specifically?
I don't know. It's really up to you if you want to know anything in particular, but...
Well, I know you as a personal guy. Anything for the viewers to know about you?
I don't know. I think that's really it.
All right, then. I want to thank you for joining me on this show. And coming up next on Smooth Talk, a new little segment I'm doing. It's called A Smooth Week. I go back and talk about all the events that happened here on campus as Jon Sape finally moves his pawn, or whatever piece he moved. We'll talk about what events happened here on campus this week leading up to today. And after that, I'll be talking with Corey Meadows. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Regardless of the season, follow all the action with CUTV Sports. From the gridiron to the hardwood, the pitch and the diamond, CUTV Sports has you covered with almost 100 live games a year. With multiple camera angles, graphics, announcers, and replays for 37 seasons, CUTV Sports is your home for Vulcan Athletics. Get out of the huddle and into the action with CUTV Sports.
This is a smooth week where I describe all the events that happened here on the California campus this week. Monday, there was absolutely nothing, but guess what? It was Jon Sape's birthday, so happy birthday to Jon Sape. On Tuesday, there was a zip line in the Keystone Lawn. Here's a video of me terrified to go down the zip line, but you know what? We got over it. Once I got it down, it was not that bad. And here I go sliding, and I try to run, but it doesn't work. Wednesday was a really fun day. Wednesday was actually my birthday. Here's some of the CUTV people here. There's a whole bunch of food the second floor of Natalie, and there's Brian for the Rodeo Roundup, a registration event to make sure everyone gets registered. There's a fall by Brian. He was laughing. He was having fun. It was a lot of fun. I actually did it myself. There's also Starro from the DC Comics. Don't know why he was there, but he was getting jiggy with it. After that, we went to the Strike a Spark event that was in the Convocation Center. That was a fun event. There's a whole bunch of people I know there, theater kids. And then, look, there's Gary Smith, real producer. There he is walking down everything. And inside the Strike a Spark event, there was a whole bunch of different presentations by students here on the campus. And hey, look, there I am. I was just walking around, looking at everything, all the different events that happened here. After that, I came back and actually am editing this video as I speak. There's me editing the video, editing the music, and all of that good stuff as I get ready to put this funny thing of two people falling off the mechanical bull, because I thought it was interesting. And there's Starro just sliding down because that's what he does. And then Thursday, which is actually today, there was the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event that happened today, or this morning, shall I say. It's an event where people or specifically men, have to wear high heels and walk a mile, literally walking a mile in a woman's shoes. So that's all that happened this week.
The PSAC Digital Network is on the cutting edge of live event production and streaming. Every season, the PSAC Digital Network features nearly 2,000 contests, over 1 million unique viewers, over 26 million minutes watching thrilling PSAC competition, including 22 PSAC championship tournaments and events. Since its beginning in the 2017-18 season, the PSAC Digital Network has continued to grow its viewership and improve its quality every year in order to capture exciting highlights, captivating moments, and the championship experience that only the PSAC can offer. All 18 PSAC member institutions have a completely cost-free online portal that makes tuning into your favorite team just one click away. Find it all on the web at PSACSportsDigitalNetwork.com.
Hello and welcome back to Smooth Talk. We just talked with Jon Sape and had a look into a smooth week where I described everything that happened here on campus. And now I'm here with my boy Corey. Corey, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good, y'all. Can't complain.
Can't complain. That's good. I've known you for a couple semesters, and come to find out, you do music production. Excuse me.
Yeah, I do. Well, like we were talking about, I got my hands in everything, but my main thing is music production, for sure.
That's amazing. Why did you start music production?
I come from like an athletic family of like athletes and stuff, and come to figure out it wasn't really my thing. So I was like, what's something else that I could possibly like get into that's kind of coinciding with like athletics and stuff like that? And music's always been there, so. That's
amazing. Is there any certain music you really feel strongly towards, like genre?
Oh yeah, like I'm definitely like hip hop, R&B influenced. Like my mom is all R&B, soul music, and like kind of gospel, and then my dad's like the polar opposite, which is hilarious, like rap, hip hop, and like stuff like that.
So music really heavily had an influence in your life.
Yeah, for sure. Just because growing up, my main time with my family was either on car rides. We're all like workaholics, so like beyond like dinners and stuff like that, the time that we really got bonding was when we were like going somewhere together, long trips or family functions and stuff like that.
I definitely get that. That's kind of how my family was too. Music also definitely played a heavy portion of my life, especially since I'm DJing now. It continued beyond, especially with you actually producing the music.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm trying to get into DJing too. To be honest with you, it's fun. I got a gig tomorrow DJing. That's for I love all music. I just, like we were talking about, music production is my main thing. But I DJ, I mix. I'm trying to get into mastering, and then even with the multimedia stuff, I'm trying to like record. I got friends over. You ever heard of Visions and Tire?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got some friends that do music videos, clothes. Like multimedia, entertainment. That's like my game.
Oh, that's awesome. And then do you remix songs or anything?
Yeah, I actually do. I don't know if I don't know if you're familiar with like August Alsina, but he actually has a couple songs that are like remixed, or Tory Lanez actually, sorry. Tory Lanez has a series of albums called the Chicks Tapes, where he takes all these old songs and he just remixes them, and I take like a lot of inspiration from that. So I'll take like one of my favorite songs growing up, and then I'll throw it into like a program and flip it in my own way.
Oh, that's awesome. Definitely might have to get my hand on one of those.
Yeah.
And then just on campus, what do you do on campus? Of course, you do all the music production, but what else do you do?
I'm the studio head of the Audio Engineers and Producers Club. That's pretty cool. Every Friday at 3 o'clock, Gallagher Hall. Shameless plug. But also, I compose original music for Penn West Cal or Cal U Theater, and that was pretty cool. So I did stuff like that. I did stuff for marching band, jazz band. I really like, anytime there's music, I'm somewhere in the vicinity.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that. And then is there any projects you have any coming up anytime soon?
Not at the moment. I'm kind of like in a stall period where I'm like finding and working opportunities in like school and stuff. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're looking for something to do, I know an amazing radio station here on campus that that you could join. Just saying.
Hey man, I love to, bro. I was already talking. I've been talking to Gary. We're trying to get multimedia. We're trying to get multimedia down at Gallagher, because you know what I'm saying. Music and radio and video, they all go inside.
Together.
Yeah. So like, why not come together more? You know what I mean?
I get that.
So yeah.
And then, is there anything you want the people to know specifically about you? Not about your work, but just about Corey.
No, man. I mean, y'all know. I mean, we talking about me right now. Music. Yeah.
All right, Corey, I want to thank you so much for joining me today.
Hey, thanks for inviting me, JJ. I appreciate it, man.
Of course, and you guys, be sure to catch me next week for the last episode of the semester. So, next Thursday, I'll be back one more time, and then we'll see you next semester. But besides that, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for joining me today.